Hello, DJ and Serge here from the second round of the Bay Hill Classic, or whatever, what do they call it, the Arnold Palmer Invitational one?
Arnold Palmer Invitational.
And you shot even par yesterday, one under today, and it was kind of, I guess we could call it a roller coaster ride today, but the key was it was a great backside, which actually was the front side the way they played the tournament. So why don't you tell us about what's going on so far and about your new longer putter that's used.
Yeah, I've already told everybody about the belly putter. It's it still feels good. I hit a lot of good putts out there, and unfortunately didn't get a lot of putts to go in. But the stroke feels pretty comfortable with it. What can you do? The greens look a lot better than they are here this week, unfortunately, and they're just not rolling very true. And that makes it tough to make putts, because you can hit a good putt and just one little hump or one little bump, and that's all it takes to get the ball offline enough to miss. But I feel good about the stroke, and obviously I hit a couple of errant shots here and there today, but for the most part I hit the ball pretty solid for 2 days. Would like to, if I can improve the ball striking just a little bit over the weekend and get some putts to start falling, I feel like I'm on the verge of really shooting a couple of good rounds, 6, 7 unders. And they're out there. Obviously, I don't know if you guys out there have been following the tournament this week at all for the first 2 rounds, but a couple guys have shot some low numbers, 6, 7, 8 under par, which are good scores because the course is set up with some rough, and obviously Bay Hill is a pretty good test of golf. So even though it's set up difficult, some low scores are out there if you go out and really play good golf, and certainly that's what I'm going to need this weekend. Hopefully I'll go out tomorrow and Saturday, and right now I'm 7 shots back. I think the lead is still 8 under unless somebody got in better than 8 under this afternoon. But by all means, I know being 7 shots back is a lot, but if I can go out and shoot 6 or 7 under tomorrow, that puts you right back in position. It's going to take a low weekend. Obviously, I have to shoot some low scores both days this weekend, but I really do feel positive. It's nice to finally come to y'all and tell you that I'm starting to feel good about things, and it feels like things are starting to turn around. So hopefully we'll keep progressing in the right direction, and hopefully the golf gods will be back on my side again.
Well, you did hit a lot of good putts today that didn't go in. You had a couple that looked like lip outs because from where we're standing, we're outside the ropes, but you made a lot of really good par putts in the 6 or 7 foot range, and missed a couple birdie putts in about the same distance, but lip outs. And it's obvious, I think, that the ball might be bouncing a little bit, but they're really putting fast, are they not?
Yeah, the greens are. They've got good pace, but they're just not, like I said, they're just not rolling very true. And I know you guys out there know that if you go play one golf course and you have really fast greens that are rolling really smooth, you feel like all you have to do is get the ball started online and you're going to be able to make putts. And unfortunately, that's not the case here this week. You really do feel like you're at the mercy of the greens, and regardless of whether or not you get it started online or not, you never know if it's going to kind of hobble offline. But amazingly enough, yes, they do have some good speed to them. They're still quite a bit bumpy, and they're spiking up really easily too. So it makes it very difficult to keep the ball online and to get the ball to roll true and make putts.
Well, let's talk about you've adjusted your pre-swing routine. You did it on the range, and you kind of like put the club back here and make a practice swing. Talk through that for us.
Well, it's kind of like me preloading the club. I want to kind of feel, I'm emphasizing kind of what we talk about in the mitt and up the tree, and I'm kind of just presetting the club in the mitt position and just swinging up the tree, and it kind of it kind of shortens and it gives me kind of a firm starting point for the backswing, and I feel like it emphasizes what I'm trying to do in the real swing, which is obviously the most important thing about a practice swing, is trying to give yourself a good positive feeling for the real swing that you're about to make when you're done with your practice swing. And for me, I've always struggled with maybe having some lazy practice swings and not really focusing on. And I think most golfers that have that problem. You're so focused on hitting the shot that you don't really think about what you're trying to do with the practice swing. And I fall into that category a lot myself. So I'm trying to emphasize the practice swing a little bit more and work on the feel of position and where I need to be to get the club in the proper position to hit the shot. But it's helping, and like I said, I'm starting to feel really good about things.
Well, that's an important issue because and all of our members out there know that I'm really big on making perfect practice swings, because perfect practice makes perfect. So what DJ's actually doing is instead of starting his practice swing here, he's putting his hands over here, which would pretty much be the catcher's mitt position, and just lifting up there. And so I guess it really gives you a greater feeling of where your toe line is to swing up and get the club and your arms up going fast.
Yeah, precisely.
And so he's starting it from right about there and up, so that way when he comes, he really gets the sweeping upward and lifting up very, very natural, where he's lifted straight up in the mitt and up the tree to the 3/4 vertical position. So I guess that I like that. I think you've done that in the past. And
yeah, there's been times when I've done that in the past, and it's just a good feeling because it's just a boom, boom. It's just one quick movement. It really emphasizes where the club position needs to be in the mitt and then up the tree, and it really, you know, when you're focusing and concentrating on that, obviously it leads to a quality practice swing, which hopefully leads to a good quality swing when you're hitting your shot.
And from that position there, it goes up just as quick in the forward mitt and up the tree to a close, tight finish. Well, the weather's supposed to be good all weekend, so I mean, you keep it going like you did on his backside, which was 3 under, and it could. I mean, you definitely had a good chance to go to shoot 5 or even 6 under out there with a couple putts that lipped out on you. So I mean, you keep that ball striking up and everything else. We could have a good weekend and possibly be near the last group tomorrow and the weekend and Sunday. So well, from Bay Hill, it's supposed to be good weather all week. And from the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill in Orlando, Florida, it's supposed to be like they advertise in the books and in their marketing, sunny and nice. And so we'll be talking to y'all again tomorrow.